rape the father, they rape the brother, they rape the sister, they rape the auntie, they rape the auntie, they rob you of all your jewels, they take your car if you have a license firearm, they take your firearm, and they go on with that. And those that are supposed to vote for this bill, for the next year, you all are pleased, and it's okay with that. What are they smoking? You cannot come and tell Saieed, well, hear this now. Saieed, mass mandatory, here we go. It come to an end. And then you come and tell me, here we go on Saieed. If you go to the supermarket, the grocery, or the malls, you have to wear your mask. Saieed, if you go to a pharmacy, you have to wear your mask. Saieed, if you're traveling, you have to wear your mask. If you're in the transportation hub, you have to wear your mask. If you're going to church side, you have to wear your mask. If you're in the school side, you're wearing your mask. If you go to a barber salon, you go to the theater, you're wearing your mask. Which dum-dum in Trinidad and Tobago will go in a theater and buy a popcorn and a juice and sit down and wear a mask? Thanks! If every councillor go through their constituency, do video clips like this and send it for us, I'm gonna be so happy just to play it on our program on a Wednesday night. You know why I would be happy? I will be filled with joy in my heart. You know why? Because the councillor is getting off their butts and they are actually going and doing some live video shoots. Real Talk took the initiative to find out suppliers of wheat in the world that National Flour Mill could go to. So now Romano is saying the company is not going to raise any price in the near future. Why? Why? Is it because the S-boss and they realize now that, hey, it is in the public domain that we could go right Mexico and buy flour and wheat? We could go right China and buy wheat? I am about change. And thus far, Real Talk is very effective in Trinidad and Tobago coming towards making changes for the citizens. Public Utility Minister Marvin Gonzalez have urged the population to appreciate and be grateful for the availability of the utilities. This, as Gonzalez recalled, time in his life when he had to fetch water using a bucket from a nearby river. Gonzalez, I want you to understand something. I want you, Mr. Gonzalez, to understand something. You are being paid thousands of dollars by public utility, by the finance ministry, to govern WASA. Come on. To govern WASA, I want you to understand that you ain't going in no office for no free code. You are being paid. Do not tell me that I, Saieed, have to be grateful for the water I get it. Let me tell you something, Gonzalez. Every 4 months, I have to pay $400 and I get water once a bloody month. So don't come on a media briefing and say, Saieed, you have to be contented. You have to be happy. Marvin, the next best thing for you to do is to resign and get the hell out of here.
gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk with Saieed Ali. I am your host, Saieed. We do want to thank you for joining us tonight, viewers. Remember, share our live stream. We're on Facebook, Real Talk with Saieed Ali. On YouTube, it's TT Real Talk. Subscribe, hit the bell, and you would know when we go live. So, viewers, you know, every night I always encourage you to share our live stream. It is so people would know about the issues that we are dealing with in Trinidad and Tobago. Even our own citizens outside of our country, they would be able to view it on Facebook. They will be able to see what has taken place, also on YouTube. So they're going to understand that Trinidad is getting bad and not good. Yes, this is why we encourage you to share our live stream every night goes by. But nevertheless. So if you guys remember, Real Talk Financing is offering you 4% on fixed deposit with your interest up front. Remember that you don't have to wait a long time span to get your interest to enjoy it. Also, be members of the credit union. Call the office, set up an appointment. Start savings today for a better and brighter future. So as we start up our program today, just a little update. Attorney General Amo has resumed his ministerial duties after being out of the country on private business. A statement issued by the Office of the Attorney General and Legal Affairs said Amo returned to Trinidad and Tobago on September 1st. Amo thanked Energy Minister Stuart Young and Public Utilities Minister Marvin Gonzalez for acting on his behalf at different times over the last month while he was abroad. Young was appointed to act as Prime Minister on September 1st when the Prime Minister left for the U.S. to undergo routine medical checks. Dr. Rowley indicated he would be going for a scheduled medical test in the U.S. when he addressed a post-cabinet news conference on August 25th. So we want to welcome back the Attorney General to Trinidad and Tobago. Maybe he could put down his foot now and actually get some balls rolling, get some legislation in place so that we would actually see some good things coming out of the legal fraternity in Trinidad and Tobago. Instead of bashing and condemning, actually work with the people and see what the people need. Instead of sitting down in our office and doing actually what? Nothing. And being labeled all the time by someone like me, Saieed. Yeah, someone like me. So, Tutor, unhappy with unreadiness of some schools. I'll tell you this. The Ministry of Education, a lackadaisical ministry. Every budget, money is being allocated to the Ministry of Education, among others, to make sure that the country's schools, police station, whatever the case may be, have funds so that they can take care of the business for Trinidad and Tobago. But for somehow or the other, millions of dollars are always being spent on schools. And Gatsby Dolly seems to can't get it right. She can't. Contractors are making millions of dollars in July-August vacation, and apparently the work could never finish. Never. Same thing with the road. Millions of dollars are being allocated for road works in Trinidad and Tobago, but somehow or the other we could never get it correct. It's always some bubble, it's always some backlash, it's always some scheme somewhere. I mean, this is Trinidad, they say Trinidad is tricky dad. But at the same time, everybody wants to be a millionaire. But nobody wants to work to be a millionaire. Trinidad and Tobago Unified Teachers Association Tutor has described a media release from the School Ministry of Education on the opening of school as a media and PR campaign. In a release, the ministry said 143 government and government-assisted 53 Serval Early Childhood Education Center, 452 primary and 125 secondary school in Trinidad and Tobago has resumed operation. The release said, due to repairs, St. George's College will be fully reopened as minor repacking of the staff room, arch room, and a new specialty rooms was still underway. However, school restarted for Form 1s and 2s for orientation. It said students of Holy Faith Convent in Pinal will rotate attendance for the next 2 weeks due to ongoing repairs. But Lumpkin said this was unsatisfactory as the ministry had all of July and August vacation to make the repairs. In Mayaro Secondary School, there were no chairs and desks in some classes. Also, it was shown how the school was in need of repair. We have that video? Look at this.
First day of school, Mayaro Secondary School. No desks, no chairs. We need the ministry to do something about this.
Take picture all the rubbish and the stuff and thing in the back there.
Now Trinidad and Tobago, this is Mayaro. Gatsby Dolly boasted of school opening and they welcome the children to school and the parents have to help educate their children. Today is Tuesday. Monday night I was talking about the rooms need to be fit with desk, teachers, whatever it is that the classroom need in order for the students to learn proper. Gatsby Dolly boasted free education in school. Take advantage of it. Look at the ceiling. You all saw the ceiling? Look at that. Mayaro Secondary. Gatsby Dolly boasting. Free education. How the hell we going to sit down in a school like that? Look at that. Gatsby Dolly, how we going to sit down in that? Run it back again. Gatsby? How it is our children going to sit down in a school like that? What in God's world are going to learn? They're going to learn how to plait their hair? They're going to learn how to write up in one another school shirts? But I tell you, Trinidad and Tobago, you all have the power. All of this feels side joking. All you put Gatsby Dolly there. And this is what all are getting in return. Well done. Well done. Look at that. Look at the walls. No desks, no chairs. Gatsby Dolly, that's a perfect school. Watch. All you can see the ceiling just now. Look at the condition, man. Look at the condition of that school. And then Gatsby Dolly want to come up on a media platform and bomb she gum? She want to show Trinidad and Tobago she teeth white? No, I don't want to see a white teeth. I want to see production in the education sector. Look at it. Is that production? So Trinidad and Tobago parents, look at the ceiling. So the parents of Trinidad and Tobago, is a place you want to send your child? That's a place I want to send all a child? Let's talk, Mayaro people. To the people of Mayaro. That is where you're going to send all a child? Gatsby Dolly, shame on you. It's a stinking bloody hell shame on you. I say telling you on national television. Come back to me. I telling you that on national television. It's a stinking shame. You know the sad part about it? You're a woman. You is a woman. And if you consider that a proper place to send children to school, well then you should get blind too. They're quite telling all, let me tell you something, Trinidad and Tobago are different, you know. Are changed, you know. They're not the same old side again, you know. Is it that you do the work or you can't do the work? Is it that the dumb leading the dumb or the blind leading the blind? Which one? But it ain't going to happen again. You know when I start to put on my foot, all of this changes. It ain't not about you're blind, you're dumb, and you're deaf, you know. If you're blind, you're dumb, and you're deaf, you should not be in ministry. You should not be collecting state funds. You should not be collecting anything having to do with taxpayers' money. Why? You're blind, you're dumb, and you're deaf. Stay in your house and collect a grant. Or talking about grant. Here's what I want to do now. So you know pension is something that every citizen in Trinidad and Tobago is supposed to collect a pension. Good. Pension is for every citizen. Good? Nice. Once you're over 65. A grant is what? A grant is that not every citizen entitled to a grant. All follow me closely, follow me closely. Let me tell it all before I forget. Pension is what every citizen's supposed to get. Or it is due to every citizen once you hit 60. That is pension. A grant is something that not every individual will get. So what the PNM administration wants to do is to change over pension into a grant. So not everybody will be qualified for the grant, which is pension. So take that for all you. All I want about great is the PNM, great is your pension turned it into a grant that you will not be entitled to. Like I said, and I will always say this, when you decide to run for election and you decide to join a party, when you become a winner in Trinidad and Tobago and the position have been given to you, let me tell you something, work for your seat, you know. Work for your seat, you know. Because you see me, nobody are paying my synergy bill. Nobody are paying my staff. And when I come here Monday to Friday, trust and believe me, you're getting the truth, the whole truth, and nothing else but the truth. I always tell people in Trinidad, you can't bribe me, you know. You can't bribe me as a licensed money lender. You cannot bribe me. Come damn good. Because when you throw 100,000 at me, God throw 200,000 at Saieed. Come good. Come damn good. So when you hear Gatsby Dolly bumping up she white teeth on our platform, ask where is the backup to the teeth bumping? And that is the reality all again from Saieed. So how do you feel now that your pension going to turn into a grant that you will not be qualified for? Eh? How are you feeling now? You feeling proud of yourself? All the PNM people who's about to hit 65 and sign up for your pension, they're changing pension to a grant. So they're changing entitlement to not entitled to. That is what they're going to do all year. How are you feeling? Proud? A round of applause for you all. But it now start for you. It now start. A woman called me today. She said, Saieed, she said, I get my property tax, you know. But the thing is, the people never come and visit my house. I said, wait. I said, nobody never came to visit your house? She said, no. I said, evaluator never come in front of your property and tell you if you have a 2-bedroom or a 3-bedroom and ask you any question. She said, no. She said, but I get a paper to pay property tax. You know what I said? I said, don't pay none. Don't pay none. She said, Saieed, what about if you charge me? I said, don't pay none. She said, okay, Saieed, I ain't paying none. Clongenboot went to Parliament, brought a legislation in the Parliament and got it passed that if you don't pay property tax, you will be fined $5,000 for a criminal offense. What the hell is criminal offense, Colin? Clongenboot? What criminal offense that they did Tell me what criminal offense that they did to pay a penalty of $5,000 because you got yourself exempted from property tax. But you want to come and say, Saieed, you ought to pay property tax? That man is me and you in court. Because I ain't full out one sheet of paper to send for no property tax. And anytime they send a document for me, brace yourself, you know. Because I summons in the big boy to court, you know. All you have money, I have money. All you have suit, I have suit. All you beg, I beg. And we're going down the road. We're going down the road. All you want to play a big man, I go show you as a big man. You want to play a harmony, I go show you a harmony. That's how we're going down. Trust me, this year's a different side, you know. This year is either you do your work or you come out. It's either you bat in your crease and you do your work in your chair or you exit the chair. Because when I start to light you up, you ain't gonna like it. Call a good night.
Good night.
Hello?
Now what I want to find out, Young and these guys and them, they have the big business, the big buildings in Port of Spain. They having pension. After they leave government, they will be having pension. Will they, that will be turned into a grant before they leave, or they will be paid pension? Now, you as a pensioner, poor pensioner, you're driving a maxi, they tell you can't get pension.
Correct. But
these guys with them big buildings there, when they leave government, after we fire them,
they're collecting a large pension.
And they get their big money from the building.
Correct.
Is that correct?
We will deal with that.
Okay, brother.
Thank you, my friend. So here is Trinidad and Tobago. Taking note of the attention paid by the state to St. George's College, which is a few kilometers away, the parents, guardian of the Mount Hope Secondary School student were yesterday left wondering if they are being left to suffer as a secondary class institution due to their former junior sec title. PTA coordinator Marilyn Marcus asked, do we have to be a prestige school to get repairs? Marcus, who herself attended the school as a child, said nothing much has changed since then. Listen to this.
I went to the school, and you know what is the only thing that has changed in the 20 odd, almost 30 years that I went to the school? The uniform changed, and the bathrooms and everything else not working.
We want the chairs right now. We want tables right now. Nothing was done. Parents, I myself, and parents came in and did things. Nothing was done.
That's me the only way I have to say. What you have to say. All your money hungry. All your power hungry. But all can't get the damn work done. Here's the reason why. All you want to grab onto the chair is money and power. But production and work, all you can't set it forth. You know why? Because all you lackadaisical in the field. All your lackadaisical in the field. Production you knows nothing about. Getting the job done you knows nothing about. Now listen to this, Listen to this. Lumpkin said, this school has been on the high priority listing for emergency repairs for a number of years. However, when it reached the higher office of the Ministry of Education, then it is downgraded and put aside. Listen to this now.
This school has been on high priority listing for emergency repairs for a number of years. However, when it reaches the higher offices of the Ministry of Education, then it is downgraded and put aside.
So you see Trinidad and Tobago? What do you think about that now? Where Gatsby Dolly? She had dressed up with no nice dress and no fancy hairstyle and coming out again? Let me tell you something. All are greedy for power. All are greedy to collect exemptions. All are grabbing onto power. But production is what all can't give to the nation. All cannot give it. How many years you remain in the Ministry of Education? What production? How much work started, how much work finished? But millions of dollars is being spent. Could you give an account for the millions of dollars that are being spent? No, you cannot give an account. You cannot give an account. But all you want to dress up nice, and come out in the media and brab, because all have a white teeth to show. All you should stay in all your office and block all your face with a book that nobody can see. All your lack of performance. Lack of performance. Look at these people and I'm had a protest. Lumkim said for years now, the school have been a high priority for repairs. When it reaches the minister's office now, it downgraded and it was put aside. Education free, Gatsby Dolly? We should take advantage of the education? Oh my God, shame on you. Shame on you for a woman. It's degrading. So here is now Trinidad and Tobago. Where's the woman's arm of Trinidad and Tobago? Where's the PNM woman's arm? Like they get dumb all of a sudden? Where is the PNM woman's arm of Trinidad and Tobago who always like to open their mouth? Where are they today? Concerning education, the backbone of Trinidad, where are they today? They are crazy glue on their lips. Let me tell you something. Some of them lips should be stick together and not even move. I tell you, watch man, I God give me the will of some of them. Even though God give me the power, He give me a will too, you know. If He give me that will among people like that, trust me, I move them from office with the snap of a finger. Whether you put them there or not, I would have moved them. I would have moved them. Because you ain't going to sit in our office and collect $50,000, $60,000 and then you have perks on top of it and time to perform, you lack of performance, man, as I snap a finger, you get blind and you get dumb. Trust me. If God had given me that willpower, I'd be so happy. Trinidad would have seen a change really, really fast. But nevertheless, we are going for a short commercial break. But when we come back from that break, we're going to talk a little bit about the Mount Hope Secondary School after this.
Become a member of Real Talk Credit Union, now located at number 14 Coroni Savannah Road, Chagonas. Open a fixed deposit with Real Talk Investments and get 4% on interest with interest payment being paid up front. Get in contact with us at 238-6716, 231-6219 or 339-1670. Real Talk Credit Union Cooperative Society Limited. Plant a seed today for a better tomorrow.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Realtor Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Realtor Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Coroni Savannah Road, Chagonas or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
When life throws you a curveball and you need a clear path forward, trust Real Talk Wrecking Service to get you back on track. Whether you're stuck on the roadside or dealing with an unexpected breakdown, our 24/7 wrecking service is just one call away. Fast response, reliable towing, and a team that's got your back. At Real Talk Wrecking Service, we don't just tow, we rescue. Real Talk Wrecking Service, your lifeline on the road to recovery. At Real Talk Studios, we dedicate our time to highlight the glaring issues we face within our community. Catch us live every Wednesday between 7 to 8 p.m. Real Public Concern. Because your concerns are meant to be heard. Send your email to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com.
Update with certain things. Let me just give a live update with certain things, Trinidad and Tobago. Here they say, I just keep telling all you, and I just keep telling TTPS police officers, know what all you're doing when all you're going on an exercise. Listen to this. 2 men who were charged with obstructing police officer during an arrest. This obstruction come while those 2 men were videotaping police officers. Now, viewers, it is not a law in Trinidad and Tobago to videotape a police officer. It is not a law. In other words, what am I saying? You can videotape a police officer. There is no restriction with that. There is no laws that. You can videotape a police officer carrying on his duty. Whatever he is doing, you could videotape him. So here it is. 2 men were arrested for obstructing police officer, they say. Right? These men were also videotaping the officers and them. They were granted $90,000 each. You know why? The police officer and them held the men and them and detained them for 10 hours because of the fact that these men and them were videotaping them. I remember Gary said at one point in time, when a police officer damaged a police vehicle, you were responsible for that vehicle that being damaged. You are responsible. So the police officers, if you all don't want to take out money from all your pocket, or to take a loan from a bank, or even me, to pay individuals who all you lock up for videotaping all you, let me tell you something. Batten all your crease. Batten all your crease. Call a good night.
Good evening, Mr. Ali.
Go right ahead, you're live.
Mr. Ali, your program is every day more interesting than ever. Mr. Ali, we will gladly do your program copy for 2 hours. It's the #1 show in Trinidad and Tobago. But what I want, Mr. Ali, I want Mr. Roche to be listening. The people of Trinidad and Tobago want to shut this country down. Help us, Mr. Roger. Help us, please help us, Mr. Roger. Thank you, Mr. Ali.
Thank you, my friend. Now, and I will continue to say this. The union leaders or the labor leaders in Trinidad and Tobago, they have the power to call a march with thousands of people. Thousands of people. March for what is good. March for the right thing. March for change. But will they do it? Whose arms are they under? This is the question. Are they being controlled? I don't know, I am asking. Is the union leader in Trinidad and Tobago, is somebody over them? Are they being controlled that they cannot call a march? Or they cannot tell the people and them, you know what? We're marching for a change today. Are they being controlled by somebody above them? This is the question I'm asking. Let me tell you something. I will take the hammer and hit the correct nail head at the correct time, you know. Trust me. I just be guided. Call a good night.
Good night. This is the invitation vaccine weekend. Good night to all your listeners. And that topic about those two gentlemen being compensated by the state. I read the article, probably the same article, where the judge alluded to the police somewhere down the road will have to compensate for malicious acts.
You see?
No,
same article.
Who is president in second division of the police, and he has been bumping his gum all over the place. And he is prepared to defend all officers. What I want him to do, a fellow by the name of Dixon, what I want him to do, you see the Police Service Act, get together with all the leadership of the country, all the opposition, and change that Police Act so that police will not basically do untoward thing and maliciously charge people. Once they start to do that, and it's the same thing, nothing about the police and them who refuse to wear, this camera, the body camera. We should be disciplining them, getting rid of them, because that will tell us a lot of things. What it is, do wear body cameras. I want to slap up people who've taken photos of them and videos of them doing wrong things. So those are the things we have the police service to basically do, else we're going nowhere fast.
Correct.
Go and have a nice night.
Thank you, my friend. So viewers, we stay with schools tonight. Rat infestation. Listen to this. Within an hour of dropping off their children at the Palmaria Hindu SDMS primary school on first day of school, which was Monday, the parent and guardian had to quickly return as a rat infestation forced a shutdown of the institution. There was caution tape blocking the entrance to the Standard 5 class, and an inspection team wearing face mask was on the compound while school officials declined to comment. Parents said they learned that the school had a rat and that pupils and staff were told to return home. Call a good night.
Good night, Mr. Saeed. Great program as usual, man. You are the only person in this country standing up for the citizens and bringing the issues, the real issues, before the citizens of this country, man. God bless you, man. Mr. Saeed, we have and to the citizens of this country, we have a terrorist organization running this country. This terrorist organization terrorizing the citizens right through. They're destroying this country. They reach a stage. They want to totally destroy the education system. Nowhere in the world a refinery was ever closed, an oil refinery was ever closed. They destroyed that. They're destroying life. And the police service, they arrest those young boys for taking pictures. You have a terrorist organization threatening your citizens. If I or anybody threaten Ola Christopher and we say, boy, gang members should take gun and go and shoot the license officers and police officers who issuing tax collects.
My friend. We do apologize for the cut. But when you're calling the program, be careful of what you're saying. We want to keep it real. We don't want to be inciting violence. We do not want to be inciting violence. If there's anything to be with inciting violence, I would not take it from the callers. I will deal with it myself. But we are not going to promote the callers calling in to incite violence. No, we would not allow that. Call to talk about the issue, we will give you your time. You're calling to highlight an issue is not a problem. But please do not incite violence. We will not do that. We will not tolerate it. We have enough violence in Trinidad. Oh, talking about violence. 3 individuals who was held for extortion, they are presently on bail. You know what is the highest sum? $40,000. That is the highest amount. These individuals and them, allegedly made a phone call to extort money from some people. So happened they get held by police officers. However they did it, information, intelligence, whatever, they were held. The lowest got bail from 8,000 to 40,000. Extortion. Extortion. You call me demanding money from me, the police hold you, there's nothing more than $40,000 bail and you're outside. To call me again to extort? I wonder what happened to a magistrate. If somebody called that magistrate now and want to extort money from that magistrate, I wonder how he would feel. I wonder. Serious crime, serious act, serious punishment. Caller, good night.
I am happy to hear that, you know. Hello?
Yes, go right ahead, you're live.
Yes, I am happy to hear that. But here we have a government threatening your citizens. This is the point I was making. They're threatening the citizens. Look, if you don't pay, your property tax will come in to take everything from in your home. So I want this is serious thing, this is serious threat. I want the commissioner of police to go and arrest these people. That is what I want to see, you know. Because they are making threat and threatening the citizens. We employ them and hire them, you know, they are our employees.
Correct.
I'm forgetting that.
Well said.
Mr. Saieed, you keep up the great work you are doing, man. God bless you and your program.
Thank you, my friend. You see when they make statement like that now? I can tell you one time, Clangenburg can't go into the parliament now. I want to play a personal legislation to come and bully the citizens to pay that money. No way, Colin. I ain't paying a property tax. You get exempted. You send me something to go to court, and I summons you to court also. And the magistrate will do it. The magistrate will do it. I want Colin member there. I Saieed, you know. I am Saieed, you know. There's only one man named Saieed standing up on TV, you know. And this is a man know how to get things done. I know how to get things done. That is why when I tell you I get X, Y, and Z pass, trust me, it come to pass and all you see it. All you bear witness, the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago and people all around the world who watch Real Talk, they saw the manifestation of what I am bringing to you. This will come to pass. And if I say again it pass, trust me it passing. Trust me it passing. So back to the Palmaria Hindu School. Now, with no time frame on when public health officials would clear the school for reopening, teachers and parents discussed continuing class online for a month. However, they said this is subject to the Ministry of Education approval. So you see how backward it is? The Ministry of Education, Dr. Nyan Gasby Dolly, said a report submitted by the principal stated that upon the initial citing of evidence of rat infestation in July, the school contacted the Princeton Regional Corporation Health Department. The public health personnel visited the school on August 8th and 15th and on the 26th and baited the affected area, which means they use rat bait in order for the rat to eat it and they would probably die somewhere. The team inspected the school on August 27th. And all appeared well. However, when the staff reported for duty on August 29, a stench emanated from one of the rooms in the school annex. The principal contacted the public health inspector the following day to report the situation and requested a visit. She said more officials are currently liaising with the Princeton Regional Corporation to take further steps to address the matter, and the decision taken will be communicated to all parents. So I guess they were going to close our school for a month. Viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, but when we come back, Ministry will dealing with concerns about the what? The bridges. Big topic when we return.
Become a member of Real Talk Credit Union, now located at number 14 Coroni Savannah Road, Chaguanas. Open a fixed deposit with Real Talk Investments and get 4% on interest with interest payment being paid up front. Get in contact with us at 238-6716, 231-6219 or 339-1670. Real Talk Credit Union Cooperative Society Limited. Plant a seed today for a better tomorrow.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Real Talk Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Real Talk Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Coroni Savannah Road, Chaguanas or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
When life throws you a curveball and you need a clear path forward, trust Real Talk Wrecking Service to get you back on track. Whether you're stuck on the roadside or dealing with an unexpected breakdown, our 24/7 wrecking service is just one call away. Fast response, reliable towing, and a team that's got your back. At Real Talk Wrecking Service, we don't just tow, we rescue. Real Talk Wrecking Service, your lifeline on the road to recovery.
At Real Talk Studios, we dedicate our time to highlight the blaring issues we face within our community. Catch us live every Wednesday between 7 to 8 p.m. Real Public Concern. Because your concerns are meant to be heard. Send your email to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com.
So welcome back to Real Talk viewers. Remember, we at Real Talk, we are offering you 4% on a fixed deposit. How does it work? 2 forms of ID, utility bill, and source of funds for your cash. And you can enjoy 4% on a fixed deposit. Remember, we are the first financial institution in Trinidad and Tobago that is doing this in this country. Nobody else have picked up the mantle and tried to challenge us. Nobody. Recently, we highlighted RBC wanting to pull out from the Caribbean. We don't know. We're here. We're going to wait. We're going to see. But nevertheless, earn high reward on our fixed deposit today. Only at Real Talk, you can get the interest up front to enjoy the benefit of your interest. Remember that, viewers. Only at Real Talk, you're going to get this. Nowhere else in Trinidad. I can guarantee you that. You have a call? Call a good night.
Yes, sorry, good night.
My friend, go right ahead.
Saieed, see a Prime Minister prior to get medical check-up, right? So, what going on? The Alton Hospital and I'm going.
Well, to be honest with you, the man say he take advice from the local doctors here that he should take his medical checkup. But the thing is, he fly out.
Yeah, I see that. And I see, he always put in people that act. Anyhow, don't let me say anything about the accident people there. Anyhow, let me get to my point quick now.
Tell me.
Concerning all these repairs with schools and bridges and things like that, people
Yes.
are not understanding the real problem that's taking place when contracts being awarded. The people that get in the contract are not the people that do the job. When they get a contract, they subcontract it to somebody, and then they subcontract it to somebody else, and then they put it to somebody else. So the man on the ground, he don't know nothing about who is the real man that get the contract. He just know who paying me to do the work.
Now, this is what I've been saying. This is what I've been saying, Kola. The ministry needs to find out who is the person and hold them responsible.
The people that get the contract are friends and family, are the people that are awarding the contract. That is the people now understanding as well. So they can't do them anything. If you understand that,
I understand.
Nobody account for the faulty work that he getting. Because the man on the ground say he is getting paid to do our work. So he's doing anything he wants to do. And the man that get the contract, he will say he is doing the work, so he don't know what's going on. So nobody is accounting for the taxpayers' money. And the next problem about that is, when our work supposed to cost 100,000, they're charging it $10 million. That's the problem. They always see at dollar sign when it comes to state contracts, and that needs to stop.
Correct.
Because when you see a man charge you that money, he can afford to subcontract that 10 times and still make $1 million for himself without doing nothing.
True.
And that's the problem in the country, boy. That's the problem we're facing right now. That's why the schools can't open. They say they pump $10 million into a school and nothing to do.
Correct. 20 million.
What do you think is the reason for that? 6 or 7 people must get $1 million in their pocket and they do nothing. And one contractor around 5 up now 2 days before school open to try and get some work done to make it look as though they do something. That's the problem in the country. And it's the TNM and it's happening with the UNC too. It's happening on both sides of the table. But nobody wants to address the problem. And I hear you call it touching on property tax side. I want another short story before I go, right?
Tell me.
One of my neighbors, she gets an annual rental value, right? Now, when I talk to she tell me that how she didn't pull out any form. So I asked her, I said, well, how much did you take your annual rental value? Well, the person went inside valuations now to find out, well, how it is could get an annual rental value, and they didn't pull out any form and whatever the case is, right? You know the people in valuation now pull up pictures of everybody out around the area here and saying, showing that how we have pictures of everybody out in the area already, and they don't do valuations already. So I'm trying to figure out now, could somebody value your property from standing up in the roadside?
So hold on.
Who are these people?
Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. So they went against your will and take pictures of your property.
Well, I think they have pictures. Well, yeah, they're supposed to have pictures of my property as well.
But they're supposed to have permission from you.
If my neighbor could get on her rental value and didn't pull out a form size, and when she went in, it's showing she pictures of everybody out around the area, right? You think about it, that means they come, they stop there, they spin the roadside, they're taking pictures of people's property, and now them doing annual estimation, annual rental value on your property without even seeing what it is you have there. Because nobody would let nobody come in your property just so. Understand what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying.
You cannot get a valuation. You cannot get a valuation of somebody's property from standing up outside because I get a valuation of my property
inside your house.
And the person has to come in my house and check everything inside, everything to get a value. So I don't know how it is. How these we call them members get these people from to stand up by the roadside and do a valuation. So them could do a valuation on a bridge, on a school or anything by stand up by the roadside. So we don't need no 10-9. You don't need no 10-9 process again. We can have them people that give you a valuation and say, hey, you'll find $1 million contract with them, it costs $1 million, go and do it. Anyway, guys, you enjoy your night. I think too much of your time.
Thank you, my friend. But that is information you're sharing with the public, and we do appreciate it. But how the hell does a valuator come and set up in front of your property and tell you that your property is worth $2 million and you're paying $7,000 a year? That can't be right. That cannot be right. Watch me now, valuation division. Don't play mad with me, you know. Don't play mad with Saieed, you know. I will show you where madness come from, you know. Trust me. I will show you how to get mad. I will show you what madness is about. I will show you how people just get mad. You don't have to smoke to get mad, you know. No, it's not about smoking. So listen to this. Ministry of Works and Transport have stated that it is addressing infrastructural concerns with respect to the Bridal Road Bridge, Canopia, and the Perseverance Road Bridge, Shogunas. In that statement, the ministry expressed concerns that statement made by the Shogunas Mayor Faik Mohammed about both bridges created a misleading narrative to the ministry rigorous standard of certification of its infrastructural project, which can cause unnecessary panic and fear. So we go put a pause on it right there. Show us the bridges. Now Trinidad and Tobago, I understand what the mayor said. This was the opening of the bridge. Right? This is the opening of the bridge when they had both bridges. Now, we want to see the damages that has been caused to the bridge within a day or two of operation. Within a day or two of operation. They just get any footage. But within a day or two of operation, with vehicles on the bridge started to deteriorate. Look at that hump. You build a bridge and you put a hump. You build a bridge and you put a hump. Ridiculous. I have no idea who's the contractor, but you have to be literate. Now, within the bridge opening, a 2 days span, this is what happened to the bridge. Look at that. Bridge cracking. The bridge cracking. So I want to ask the Ministry of Works and Transport, what unnecessary panic and fear is that causing? How come the mayor causing panic and fear when Trinidad and Tobago, circulating all over social media, have this footage of the two newly opened bridge in Trinidad and Tobago? Now tell me, Mr. Minister, isn't that what we are seeing there going to cause fear and panic into the drivers who are using those bridges? Tell me, Mr. Minister, bring your project man outside, bring your quality control officers outside, bring the bridges division, put them outside there and hear what they have to say. Let me tell you something. All of us should get blind and walk out of the walk. Take what I'm telling all of us see a different side now. It's too much of millions of dollars in taxpayers' money that is being spent and nobody is giving an account for it. Nobody, absolutely nobody. And it's time now. It is time now that somebody give an account. Call a good night.
Good night.
Go back to the pictures of the bridge deteriorating. Call a good night.
Yes, sir, good night. I have an issue, and the issue is here what's going on. They have money to build a pad place, a pad office.
Yes.
And there are no money to fix no school.
Thank you very much.
So what we going to do about this government?
Don't worry, that go fix. We go fix that.
Go to Berlin. Drive around the place and see. All this.
Thank you, my friend. So Trinidad and Tobago, the Ministry of Works and Transport is saying that FIKE is causing fear and panic. But look at the bridge. A new brand bridge, a new brand opening, new brand infrastructure, and look at it. Look at it. So the drivers who passing on this bridge, they must be fearful. How much million went into the bridge? You know nobody are going to say nothing? Who's the contractor that got millions of dollars to fix this bridge? You know Ministry of Works are saying nothing? Quality control is saying nothing? All of a sudden they're blind. All of us, well, let me tell you something. If I didn't highlight it, I had it prepped to highlight it on television. New brand bridge and watch. New brand taxpayers' money being spent. And look what we get. Look what we get. You see what we get tomorrow? Not tomorrow. You see what we get after a few days? They open the bridge when they open the bridge? Monday? Saturday they open the bridge. Sunday, Monday. And that's the result we're seeing. I tell you, if I didn't highlight it, I had it prep and waiting for all you. You know me. I bring the real thing to all you. That's the reason why this is real talk. Watch me now. Watch me. You see this here? This here is a different year altogether, you know. Come damn good, you know. Come real good. And you know what I love about this? I'll tell you this. Parents encourages your children to look at Real Talk with Saieed Ali. You know why? It is informative. It is real issue. It is real consequences. It is real happening in Trinidad and Tobago that we are dealing with. Here's the reason why parents have kids, their kids, looking at Real Talk so that they would understand what is taking place in your country. What we are highlighting is the real thing. What we are looking for solutions for is the real incidents that happen in our country. And I congratulate the parents for that. I congratulate the parents for that. For allowing their kids to look at Real Talk. So that they would know when they hear somebody talking about, hey, the bridal bridge boy, it gone bad. It's not a hearsay, you know. It's you're seeing facts on television. You're seeing facts on Real Talk with Saieed. And this I applaud the parents for. So more parents do as other parents are doing, allowing their kids to look at Real Talk with Saieed so they would understand what is taking place in their country. They would understand the right from the wrong. They will gain knowledge, not just book sense, but also common sense on how to deal with issues. They would also understand that those in authority needs to be held accountable for their act and action. Kids will also understand that government that is running the country needs to be held accountable. They would understand that accountability, transparency, that is what we need. Do we have it in Trinidad and Tobago citizens? Ask yourself that. Ask yourself that. So in the coming weeks, Revenue Authority is going to be set up in Trinidad and Tobago in the September month. In the coming weeks, your pension will be turned, instead of pension which you are entitled to, it will be called a grant which you are not entitled to. I want to know that, you know, I'm telling all right up front, you know why? You know why? Doodly 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 doo doo doo. And the bird singing. While the bird singing in my ears, the reality of what's going to take place is coming through my mouth to you. So viewers, we have come to the end of our program tonight, but nevertheless, I am Saieed Ali. You are viewing Real Talk with Saieed Ali, the #1 current affairs program in Trinidad and Tobago today. Until we meet again, good night.